Very warm welcome, students. Doing a quick session here to solve certain numericals based upon primary radar. Let me just quickly do. Okay, I hope everyone can hear me. Okay, good. So, primary radar, I hope we have read the theory. Radar works on a principle of sending a signal and then receiving a signal. There are two basic properties of a primary radar. What are those basic properties? PRI and PRF. Okay. What is PRI and what is PRF? Let's ensure we know the definitions of them correctly. Okay. The questions that we are going to solve, the question that we are going to solve is something that I'm sharing on the screen right now. We're going to talk about how to solve PPS correction, how to find PRF if we have PRI. Okay. Basically, question number 6 on the screen. Okay. And second is something that we have related to range for my primary radar. Okay. I'm trying to show you the questions in picture so that we can read the questions at the same time. For some reason, I'm not able to do the double share of the screen. So let's first show you the questions. Okay. Mm, okay. So these are the questions. Question number 5 talks about finding the time correction, finding the range of the target. Okay. And question number 7 is also talking about range of the radar. Okay. So the range questions will solve first. These are very easy questions. All we need to do is have a formula. Okay. So question number 5 and question number 7 will be solving first. Question number 5, we have just interval given to us in microseconds, 1720 microseconds. Question number 6, we have been given an interval of 2100 microseconds. So PRI is the time interval that we need in range formulas. Okay. So question number 5 and question number 7 is what we are solving right now. Okay. Okay. So my question number 5 and my question number 7, the formula for both is going to be the same. Okay. The formula for both is going to be the same, and I'm just giving you the formula. Please ensure you know the formula. Okay. The formula that we are going to use to find range will be range is equal to time interval upon 2 into 6 1 correction 2 into 6 decimal 17. This range is in nautical miles. This time interval is actually your PRI in microseconds. And this is a fixed constant that you can understand in the formula. It is advisable to first do multiplication and then do division. So we'll convert the formula into my PRI upon 12.34. That is my range formula in both cases. Just use your scientific calcs to do the calculation correctly. Okay, if we go back to see what is the time interval in question 5 and question 7, if we have to check that, we'll quickly check it. Time interval in question number 5 is 1720. And time interval in my question number 7 is 2100. Okay, please read the questions. We're trying to make a quick study session here. So, not worrying about what is the entire content given here. We see the elements given to us, and the element is just one, that is PRI or time interval. So we know only one formula will be applicable, the one that I've shared on the screen. So now, what do? We use this formula. Okay. Yeah. 1720 and 2100. All right. So here I have 1720, and the second one I think I have 2100 microseconds. You see how differently PRI is denoted in both the questions, although it means the same, it is the time interval. All right. So if this, for question number 5, if I have to solve, this is my basic formula for both. Okay. Use this formula directly using a CX3, correction, using a scientific calci. So for question number 5, my solution is my range in nautical miles is equal to time interval 1720 upon 1234. Okay. I am using scientific calci here. You just put 1720 divided by 12.34. Okay. Like this. And check your answer. You get your answer as 139.38 is equal to 139.38. This is in nautical miles. If I carefully look at question number 5 options, the options are in kilometers. So I have to convert my answer of nautical mile into kilometers. For that, I can easily use my CX3 is equal to, and I'll just show you your CX3, how you're going to do your conversion. It's very simple. Just be careful with your steps and be careful with your units. I'm on unit converter. I'm pressing the center orange button. Then nautical mile, 2 kilometers, right? So what will I do? Let's see if I can do a double screen here at least. Yeah, luckily we can. Okay. So my distance is in nautical miles. So I'll enter 139.38. I'll just press enter to get a green tick. Then I'll just keep pressing this particular button, converter unit, okay, till I get the answer in kilometers. Converter unit, unit converter. I got 258.13 kilometers as my range. Do we have this as an option in the question? I get option B as correct answer, 258 kilometers. So question number 5 will have my range for my radar as 258 kilometers. Simply, let's solve this. Here, we have not been given a big sentence, time between transmission and reception of the echo. PRI is that time, transmission and reception. Because the radar has to send a signal and then get the reflected signal back from any friend or foe of the aircraft. Okay? So the language is different, but we have to understand what means what. Okay? Let's try to solve this. Question number 7 now, quickly. It'll be very easy for us. Let's just check question number 7 options. Options are in nautical miles. So we'll not be using CX3 conversion here. Simple. We'll just quickly solve question number 7. Range in nautical mile is equal to 2100, that is PRI, upon 12.34, 12.34. Be careful with your scientific calces. Don't press division instead of subtraction or subtraction instead of division. Things can happen when we are panicking, when we are in a rush, when we are worried. So be careful here because every mark is important. I'm getting an answer as 169.35, equal to 169.35 nautical miles. Do I have that as an option or anywhere close? I have option A, rounding off 169 to the nearest 10 digit. The answer will be 170 nautical miles. So option A is my correct answer in this case. Round it off to 170 nautical miles. That is my option alpha. And this one is option Check again. Bravo, 258 kilometers. Easy. So the formula is range is equal to PRI or time interval upon 12.34. Range will be in nautical miles. Be careful what are the options given to you and then do unit conversions. The most important aspect of primary radar and the most confusing aspect is the question number 6. Okay. Be very careful how I'll be solving it step by step because you have to do a lot of unit conversions, which are easy, but you have to remember the steps. Okay. You have to use your scientific calci. You have to use whatever resources you have. But at the same time, just focus on the steps one by one. Let's study the question once. A radar is required to have a maximum range of 1000 nautical miles. So we have been given a range. Okay. We were finding range earlier. We have PRI. We can always twist a formula again here and there if we need, but I'll show you how to do it. They are asking what is the maximum PR, pulse repetition frequency, that will achieve this. Okay. So we need to find PRF. PRI is pulse repetition interval, time between two pulses. PRF is the frequency of the pulse, at what frequency per second it is repeating. So we have to be very careful about our units. Okay, please make sure you have written down question number 6. We'll see options. A is 1620 PPS, pulses per second. So the unit has to be second. Generally, we are given PRIs into microseconds, so we have to know that conversion also. 1234617 PPS. Okay. I hope you have the question. Let's just solve it. Please listen to what I'm saying and also see at the screen to see all the steps. They are just tricky, but they are easy. See it couple of times and remember the steps and conversions and you'll be good to go. Okay. Firstly, question number 6, I write down my PRI formula. PRI formula is simple. PRI is equal to distance. PRI basically is nothing but time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. Okay, this is the relationship. But how do we make the speed time distance formula uh, brought down in the terminology of my primary radar? So I understand that here distance, whatever will be given to me, will be twice. Okay, twice the range because my signal has to go and come back. So the whole distance that my wave will be traveling will be the range and then coming back from the range. So here I have been given that my range is 187 kilometers. So the distance in this formula for PRI will be 2 into range, whatever range is given to you. Okay. Speed in this formula will be in meters per second and distance will be in meters. Remember, so you'll have to do unit conversions based upon whatever is given to you. Speed in meters will be speed of light. All radio waves travel at speed of light. So we have 300,000,000 meters per second. Okay. This, have this clarity, use individual numbers. Okay. PRI time that I'm going to get. Okay. It also will be in seconds in this formula. So I'll have to convert microseconds to seconds and seconds to microseconds. However, it's going to impact. Okay. Secondly, so remember this, all this formula is very important and the units are very important and distance is twice the range is very important. Okay, students, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. So what I'm telling you that for PRI, remember the formula and remember the units. Seconds, distance will be twice the range in meters and speed will be in meters per second. Second formula that we need is PRF. PRF is equal to 1 upon PRI. Very simple. So first we might find PRI based upon range given to us. Everything else is available, speed, time, basically speed of light and everything. And then using this formula, we find PRF. We recall what do we require to find in the question? We are required to find PRF. So in order to find PRF, now let's go in simplistic way again. In order to find PRF, the formula is 1 by PRI. Okay. Here, PRF unit will be pulses per second. So your PRI should also be in seconds. Remember, you have to convert it into seconds and then only you can find your PRF because PRF has to be found in pulses per second. So the units is where we get answers wrong generally. All right. So after having this clarity, what do we do? We know that to find PRF, we need this equation. And for this equation, we need to find PRI. PRI is not given. But in our question, what is given to us? Once again, in our question, only range is given to us. That is 1000 nautical miles. So first we find PRI through range and through PRI, we find PRF, keeping the units correct. Okay. So this clarity is what I want you all to have. PRI, distance upon speed, distance is twice the range. In meters, speed is in meters per second, and this PRI will also be in seconds. All right? Be very careful about it. So if you're directly getting seconds, okay, if you're directly getting seconds, then you can directly make it in seconds also. So let's solve. Our distance is, what do we say? Question number 6, right? Range 100 nautical miles. We need to find it in meters or kilometers. So we have to convert nautical miles into kilometers and then meters or directly meters. For that, again, I need my CX3. Okay. I change the unit converter to nautical miles, press 0 and write 100 nautical miles. Got it? And then I press unit converter to change it to kilometers or meters. Okay. So I'm getting 185,200 meters. Okay. Doing a arithmetic calculation, I'm going to get 187 kilometers, or I'm going to get 187,000 meters. However, whichever computer or calculator you use, you'll find different levels of accuracy. Okay. So this is my answer in meters, 185,200. I can also round it off. I can also round it off to 185,000 meters. Okay. So this is my distance. This is my range and my distance will be twice the range. So range is equal to 100 nautical miles, which is converted into kilometers will give me 185 kilometers. In certain calcs, it will be 187 kilometers. And in meters, you'll change it to 185,000 meters or 187,000 meters. In your textbooks, this value is given. Your calcs are going to give this value. That's why your answers in the options will not always be accurate and you'll be required to mark the nearest closest answer that you are getting compared to the options. Okay, so we're going to use this range and in the formula for PRI, okay, distance is twice the range. Therefore, PRI is equal to distance, which is twice the range. So I'll use this textbook example only. You can use this also. 187,000. Let's try both. Answers are going to be very close. Into 2. What do I get? I get 374,000 meters. This is my distance upon my time. Time is going to be the same. Upon time, 3 into 10 raised to 8, which is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, like this. Okay. Now, if I'm going to solve this equation using my scientific calci, what am I going to get? I'm going to get PRI in seconds, remember? Okay. PRI that I'm going to get in seconds, if I use my scientific calci, will be 374 divided by 300,000. I've cut my 3 zeros in the last, and I'll put this, and I'll get 1.246 raised to minus 0.3. Okay. Be careful about this minus 0.3 thing now. Okay. So the answer that I'm getting here is 1.246 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is what I'm getting. How do I convert it? Okay. How do I convert it? Okay. So firstly, I convert it into seconds by shifting my decimal. I'm going to show you a very easy way how to do it. Minus 3 will mean that you have to shift the decimal 3 spaces on the left side. Okay. So first space, if I put decimal here, I get 0.1246. Second space, if I push my decimal here, I get 0.01246. And then if I put it third time, I get 0.001246 seconds. Okay. So my PRI I have got in seconds, which is, so my PRI in seconds is 0.001246. But the actual unit of PRI is microseconds. I'm just telling you the actual unit of PRI is microseconds. So 1 second is equal to these many microseconds. This is the division of your seconds to microseconds. So if this is my value for seconds, if I have to convert this into microseconds, I'll just multiply this by this value. So what do I get? I'll just put this 0.001246 multiplied by 1,000,000 is equal to, what do I get? I get my answer as 1246 microseconds. So this is how you find PRI for a question where PRF is not asked, PRI asked, distance or range is given to you. And you have to bring it back to microseconds because PRI will have your unit as microseconds. So this step is giving you two solutions. Although in here we are solving PRF, but sometimes you might be only asked to find PRI in microseconds. So this is how you do it. The answer that you'll get from the formula will be in seconds. Remember to see carefully on your scientific calci, what do you see after the value you see? Sometimes we tend to miss the final part here, which actually shows us 10 raised to minus 3 or 10 raised to minus 4 or something like that. Okay? Students, I hope you're following and I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure. If you cannot hear me, then give me a call on the cell phone only directly, okay? So that I'm notified. Stand by. So be very careful how to find PRI. PRI formula that I have, PRI formula that I have, students, that has seconds, and then I have to convert it into microseconds. And be careful, the scientific calci is going to give you values in 10 raised to minus 3, minus 4. Be careful as to how you bring it there. I've showed you, replay this part of the session, lecture, so that you know how to bring this from the scientific calci to this, and then using this to convert it into back to microseconds. All right. Then further, I have got PRI as 1246 microseconds. Fine. Now I need to find my PRF. What is the formula for PRF? PRF is equal to 1 upon PRI. Now my PRF is PPS. The PRI that I have is in microseconds. PPS is seconds. So my units are not same. So I have to convert this into seconds. How do I do it? Simply multiply by the same conversion factor. This. If I'm multiplying denominator, then I'll have to multiply the numerator also. These are the steps you'll remember for PRF, PRI calculations. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. Basic arithmetic and units, nothing else. So what do I do? First, I convert PRI into seconds. So what do I get? Fraction is equal to 10000000 upon, what was my PRI? 1246 into this. So this is microseconds. All right. So the value that I'm getting is this upon, hmm. So we'll use the scientific calci. 1246 I already have into 10000000 is equal to a very long number, which is 12460000000. If I see the fraction that I'm getting is the same. So if I solve this, okay, if I solve this on my scientific calci, 1 divided by 1246, what do I get? I get a value. Check this out clearly. Okay. थोड़ा आपको शायद उल्टा या सीधा दिख रहा है, I'm not sure. The value that I'm getting is 8.02. Just take up to 2 digits. I have 8.025668. You take up to just 2 digits into 10 raised to minus 4. Now this minus 4 is very important for us. Okay. Minus 4 is very important for us. So what we really need to be careful is this confusion here. Okay. This is not the best way to solve it. This is not the best way to solve it. Okay. Why? Because what I should actually be getting, okay, to convert microseconds into seconds should be this particular value. Want you all to think once, twice, and see if you can spot the confusion here. Okay. Okay. Think, think, think. Microseconds to seconds. Will I be multiplying or will I be dividing? That's the point. So as a quick solution, okay, as a quick solution, if you want to make your job easy into converting, if you want to make your job easy into converting microseconds into seconds, then you can simply follow, this fundamental that when you are multiplying, okay, so I'll show you again. I have 1 upon PRI was 1246, okay, microseconds. So to avoid this microseconds and to convert it into seconds, I just have to understand that I will get this value upon 1246 seconds. I'm going to get this value. So what do you do? Whatever value you have for microseconds, you convert it into seconds, and the one that you have, the multiplication, this value will be this. So let's say if you have 1 upon 356 microseconds, so this value will become in seconds 100,000 upon 356 seconds, like this. This is how the conversion factor is going to give me microseconds to seconds. Okay. So if I do 1246 divided by 100,000 is equal to, so in order to get microseconds to seconds, what I can otherwise do is divide by 100,000. Scientific calculation shows me 1.246 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. And that minus 3 will give you 1. So 0.1246 like this and so on. So instead of all this, just use this simple method for quick learning. Whatever microseconds you have, 1 upon certain microseconds, in order to convert it into seconds, you will say 1,000 upon whatever value in microseconds, the same in seconds. So again, the same formula, 1 upon 1246 microseconds. It's just a quick technique for you to not worry about math, but just remember this step, 1 upon 246 microseconds into seconds is equal to 1 upon, sorry, correction, 1000 upon 1246 seconds, like this. Now I can find my PRF in pulses per second. So I simply put it in my scientific calci, divide by 1246 is equal to 802 pulses per second. Let's see if we have this option. We have a closest option, 810 pps. So answer is option D. Okay. Students who are still confused, please go through this part again, replay it once, twice, and listen to every step and see what's happening where we could get confused with simple arithmetic. And because we're doing a quick learning, so what would ideally do is just remember that 1 upon PRI in microsecond will change to 1,000 upon the same value in seconds. This is the easiest way for you to remember. All right. We were using which value? We were using this value, 187. If I use 185, okay, if I use 185, then I'm going to probably get more accurate answer, 185,000 into 2. I get my distance as 370,000 upon 300,000,000,000. This is the speed of light is equal to, however you solve, you can directly divide by 3 into 10 raised to 8 or 300,000,000,000 like this. So you get 1.233 into 10 raised to minus into basically, yeah, 10 raised to minus 3 here. So again, 1, 0.1233, 2, 0.01233, and 3, 0.001233. Just trying to make you uh, learn how you can easily master this particular math division of like movement of your decimal when you have raised to minus 3. Like one by one, step by step, you can develop mastery like this. Okay. So this value is in seconds. To convert it into microseconds, I'll multiply by 1,000. So I can either use the same value raised to 3 and see if I get a value into 1,000. What do I get? I directly get. So scientific calci, whatever answers you get, you can just simply multiply it into the other one. You don't even have to convert it and your steps becomes much more easier. So although I'm showing you in conversion and give you decimal values here and there, whatever answer you are getting, simple answer, you just multiply by the conversion factor of seconds to microseconds, which is 1,000 in RT, and you still get the same answer, 1233.33 microseconds. All right, like this. This microseconds for PRF again is equal to 1 upon 1233.33. So you round it off, 1233 microseconds. In seconds will be 1,000 upon 1233 seconds. Again, we'll just simply try to solve this. So 1,000 divide by 1233 is equal to 811 decimal 03, that rounded off to nearest tenth will give you 810 pps. Now it is more accurate to the answer given here, 810. So you can use whatever values you are getting in your CX3 for conversions and then your scientific calci, and you will be getting most closest answers to your options. Once again, I'll walk you through PRI. PRI formula is distance on speed. Distance is twice the range. And all units in this formula are seconds, meters, and meters per second. Be careful about the units, and you can solve it in your own way also. You can solve it in this way also. Distance is range into 2, and be careful for your units. If your options are in kilometers, if you're finding answers in nautical miles, your answers will not match. So be careful for your units in all your calculations, okay? You can just try to increase the playback speed, students, when you're going to revise again so that you can quickly go through this part again. Okay, I hope this helps. Please don't struggle, just have this clarity and ensure that you know the range formula. These are very quick. Range is time interval, which is PRI in microseconds. Remember that. Time interval upon, so this is the basic formula that you will use for range of a radar. Okay. And for PRF or PRI, if you want PRI, just use this. And if you want PRF, then it will be 1 upon PRI. Just ensure it has to be converted into seconds. The easiest way is 1 upon whatever value of microsecond, you change it into seconds by 1,000 upon the same value in seconds. Do scientific calci and you will get your PRF and PPS. All right. So please solve these questions again and see if you can give me correct answers. All right. Ideally, the reason that there's a difference between this and this is not much. Okay. Just 2 kilometers, 1 nautical mile. So here, if I'm using 187, then it can translate to 101 nautical miles like this. So these are two close examples. One is a solved example in your textbook, and one is a numerical example given to you. Okay. I hope this helps. All the best and do well. Also check out the definitions, pulse repetition interval and pulse repetition frequency and the units. All right. And the conversion factor for seconds to microseconds. 1 second is 1,000 microseconds. All right. So to convert seconds to microseconds, you'll multiply, and to convert microseconds to seconds, you will divide, but not necessary. We have a shortcut. 1 upon microseconds will be 1,000 upon seconds. So just remember that, because PRF could be asked and PRI could be given, and that could be a very simple question for you to solve. Okay. I'll just give you one question for you to practice and solve. Write down, it's a solved example, question number 2. Find PRR maximum. PRR, pulse repetition rate, is equal to PRF only. Remember that. The question is, what is the maximum PRR for radar required to measure up to 200 nautical miles? So the question is, find PRR when range is 200 nautical miles, like this. So PRR or PRF is equal to 1 upon PRI. Remember units, seconds, PPS. Same funda, PRI in seconds is equal to distance, that is 200 nautical miles converted into meters into 2 upon 3 into 10 raised to 8, my speed of light, like this. So you have to follow these steps. So convert this into kilometers. 100 nautical miles will be how much? 185 kilometers. So 200 will be double of it. You can quickly check once again. Press C, do nautical miles, write 200 nautical miles, and then press to get your kilometers or meters directly. 370400. You can round it off to 370000, or you can use the actual value also to get more accurate answers. 370000, similar to the earlier one. 370,000 into 2. This becomes my distance. Okay. Upon 3 into 10 raised to 8 like this. So I'll just double it. 370,000 into 2 is equal to 740 upon 3 into 10 raised to 8, or I can simply say the answer 74000 divided by 300,000,000 is equal to same is equal to 2.46 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is your answer in seconds. This answer for you to get in microseconds, you can convert it into, you can multiply it by 1,000,000. Okay. Or if I want the same answer in my PRF, okay, let's just check. So this answer will not match my options. So that's why there is a need for me to convert it into microseconds. So just do this. You don't even need to follow or move the zeros. Use this value that we have on screen and just multiply it by the conversion factor. What do you get? 2466 microseconds. So you don't have to solve in those lengthy processes. This example will show you how to quickly do it without the conversions of minus and pluses and here and there, like raised to minus 3 and all, and decimal movements and all. Okay. So here I get my answer in microseconds to be 2466. So once you know how to literally solve, then you know how to do it in a short and fast way using your calcs. You don't really have to do a lot of rough work also there. So this is my microseconds value. And this is my seconds value. Okay. Now PRF is equal to 1 upon PRI, correct? In seconds is equal to, what did we learn? Just simple conversion will make it as 2466. Simple. And now I'll divide it. 1,000,000 divide by 2466. Answer is 405 pulses per second. So this solution that you see here is the easiest and quickest way to solve after you have understood carefully. And remember, PRR is equal to PRF only. Both are the same things. Pulse repetition rate or pulse repetition frequency. So you can avoid the lengthy steps by doing here, going there, multiplying by just remembering the solved example question number 2 solution that I've given, which should have started from like time 38 minutes onwards of the lecture right now. 405 PPS is an accurate answer. Textbook answer is also 405 PPS. And you can refer page 187 of your textbooks. Okay. So easy. Find PRI. Units are in second. Remember, automatically you'll get units in second for PRI because this formula is for units in second. Just remember distance is twice the range and make sure you're converting nautical miles into meters. Then a simple calculation will give you in seconds. In case you only have to find PRI and the options are in microseconds, just whatever answer you get multiplied by 1,000 and you'll get this answer. Okay. And in order to solve it into PRF, 1 upon PRI, this is microseconds. No, this we have to do it in seconds. This is microseconds. This was microseconds. But to convert this into seconds, we make it whatever microsecond value, we change it to seconds and just do this. A shortcut. And we do this and we get. You can quickly solve this question now if you have had clarity within 10 to 15 seconds or maybe 30 seconds maximum. Just remember the steps, okay? All right. Do know the theory. It's not difficult. Understand pulse repetition. It's basically like keyed modulation. Okay. Pulse interval, PRI, is like one signal is going, then there is a pause, then another signal is going. So PRI is like this. No signal, signal, no signal, signal. So this is the interval, PRI. It's like keyed modulation. You're sending signals not in a constant wave, but broken waves. So that is PRI. Okay. And PRF is, let's say, if these many you have done in 1 second, the time frame gone 1 second. So your PPS here will be how much pulses per second? 3 pulses per second. This is the meaning of PRF. This is one pulse. Okay. This is one pulse. And in 1 second, if I have only 3 pulses, then I'll say my PRF is 3 PPS. This is just an hypothetical, easy to understand. So in this particular solution, I got to know when my pulse repetition interval is 2466 microseconds. Okay. So if in a particular primary radar wave transmission, if the interval between two pulses sent as a signal, interrogation signal of a primary radar, if that is 2466 microseconds, then my pulse repetition frequency can be found out. My pulse repetition frequency will be found out, which will be showing me how many pulses are there in a second using the relevant formulas. All right, students, giving you a little more depth into the understanding of the theory also about these lab pointers. Remember, CPL is all basic, so basic questions will be asked, and primary radar is also basic. Okay, students, I hope you have clarity. If you have missed some part, go and replay the part again till you get it. After you have done it twice, if you don't get it, then share a screenshot of where you are stuck, and I'll make it easy for you in person. You know how to reach out. Okay, students, do well and all the best. Be positive, be careful about marking questions. The questions that you know, be extra careful about marking the correct answer. Just be careful that don't make any silly mistakes. All right. Signing off, all the best, and take care, students.